Hello, everybody. Who is the Journeyman? Who is TJ? Well, short for the Journeyman. Well, that's me. I'd like to think it's me. He's certainly TJ Kerr. I've changed by deed poll from David William Kerr, which I changed to David Journeyman Kerr, and then I thought I'd make it easy. TJ Kerr. I come from a very dark place. Horrific. There was a crime in the 20th century that was described as the most notorious crime of the 20th century, and I nearly died, and I've seen what most men would never want to see happen to the women, and it's destroyed my mind to a degree. I have bipolar and have PTSD because of what I saw. It was kneeling. I've been in and out of the newspapers for decades. I've been known as a forgotten victim because I never get helped, and it affected my mind in the long run. After 17 years, I cracked up. Let's start at the beginning, really. I come from Cumbernauld, Scotland, a new town. There's a book called A Book of Crap Towns, and it's 40's number 2. They say that badgers are scared to come out at night. It's that dangerous. They're plucking the Plinth Ward for the shopping centre because it resembles Kabul, although it's all been changed now. The local hobbies is bottle tossing contest. When I went to school, I was fighting every other day. I was the second best fighter there, so people wanted to fight me. I didn't pick fights, I just retaliated because I was defending self-defence. And in Scotland, the way you fight is you grab people's hair and you pull it down and you kick them in the face, or you headbutt them with Glasgow kiss. Because if you think about it, when you headbutt someone, you're swinging a pitch, you're flailing, they can stop that punch. But if you just bang the head and break their nose, or at least water their eyes, you immobilise them and then you can fight them. It's not the worst. I mean, we're known as fighters, warriors, since the history of Scotland. Battle of Bannockburn and the likes, the William Wallace Braveheart type thing. My childhood was really great. My mum was poverty stricken, but it was really great. And I thought I was running out of time there, but we're alright. Yeah, it was really great. We were liberal parents. I was a punk rocker once. I even won a pogo contest. And I got an album, and it was Status Quo rocking all over the world as a gift, as an award. I thought, what? Status Quo? It's hardly punk rock. Anyway, I hung in little gangs. I did a bit of shoplifting and the likes. Hijinks, youthful hijinks, driving about without MOTs and insurance and tax, driving about fast, driving in an old rally track and overturning cars and all sorts of things, getting in fights with the gangs, and I'd had enough of it, really. I went with a girl, her name was Wilma, and I was head over heels in love with her. I was going to marry her and everything. We got engaged, and she'd apparently two-timed me all over the place, and I was the last to find out. So I was completely devastated, completely depressed, even suicidal at one point. Went to a psychiatrist. Went to a doctor to ask if I could see a psychiatrist, and they said there's a 6-month waiting list. What does that say about the mental health problems? And that was way back then, 1986. 1985, when I was 19, all of 19, baby 19. So he said to me, I said to him, I was thinking of joining the army. He says, oh no, that's a bit family orientated and you're a bit of a mummy's boy, break out, be independent. So I thought, stuff it, I'm going to London. So I got a job. I moved into the YMCA in Ealing. I got a job as a security guard. That was an interesting job. It was, driving around London. We don't have traffic lights in Cumbernauld because it's a new town and it's known for its safety. We have all underpasses and the like. So when I got to London, and all it was directions, travel, traffic lights. I keep getting lost. I got lost. So I radioed up the company and said, I've got lost. I'm outside this big clock. It's only Big Ben. I didn't know. Anyway, enough about that. I was doing these jobs, and then I went to work for a building company, and digging holes, and boy was I fit then. I could dig for Britain. I've actually been known as the Scottish JCB by people. Anyway, that's when hell came to visit my mind, and it's never ever left me because I've got PTSD of that day. It's like flashbacks, nightmares, panic attacks alike. Although I don't get it anymore, but I was affected by bipolar because I got smashed over the head with a cricket bat after witnessing Jill Seward, my beloved girlfriend, being gang raped by three men. Three men that had turned up at Ealing Vicarage looking to burgle the place, and then it turned into a horror where she was raped and everything else. Don't really want to talk about it, to be honest, because it affects me, but I have to let you know. So anyway, I got put into a coma, 10 days on a critical list, nearly died, multiple fractures skull, blood clot in the brain, deafness in left ear. But it's waking up. I've so many times I wished I stayed in that coma, mate. So many times. Anyway, I woke up. Couldn't believe the furore and the publicity. I mean, it's been going on for decades. I've been in and out of the newspapers for decades, and it originally is a forgotten victim because they forgot about me. They never gave me no psychological help whatsoever. The police, no one. And it cracked up after 17 years, but he's got all too much with life's tribulations and the like. So I disappeared into the wilderness. We broke up. Religious differences. She went more to God. I went less because obviously, if there's a God, what's he doing letting it happen in a house of his like a vicarage? That happened to decent people, But that's fair enough. It was like known as the Ealing Vicarage rape incident. Unfortunately, Jill died a couple of years ago from a brain stroke. I've always said that probably that rape destroyed her mind too, although she was an amazing rape campaigner, anti-rape campaigner. She did 400-500 radio shows, she did 300 TV. Well, I was cracking up. I was fit for nothing at times. I don't know why I'm still here. I'm amazed I still am. That's why I call myself a journeyman. I'll sing you the song, shall I? From the sunshine in the east to the sunshine in the west, we have cheated death and it has cheated us. In your life you may choose desolation and the shadows you build with your hands. If you turn to the light that shines brightly in the night, then this journeyman's day has begun. I know what I want, I'll say what I want, and no one can take it away. I know what I want, I'll say what I want, and no one can take it away. And that's exactly what I do. I know what I want, I say what I want, and no one can take it away. And that's the way my attitude is. What will be, will be. So, like Journeyman is by Iron Maiden, who are the best group in the world. Best rock band by far. Pink Floyd come a close second, though Coldplay. But I'm a DJ now. I've been reinventing myself over the years. Basically, I've been a bit of a love and peace campaigner, and because I'm a bipolar, I've gone a bit above my station, thinking I can do this, that, and everything else, and change the world and all that stuff. But I can't. All I can do is change my little world, and my little world includes being a DJ, rapping, and dancing. But I know my stuff. I know my potato. I'm getting there. We're getting there. So anyway. Been sectioned 21 times, believe it or not. You wouldn't think so, would you? Seems like a sensible laddie. 21 times. And most of the time it's been political, because they don't like a voice like mine. So every time I get erratic or angry or get in a situation, rather than just deal with it for a place or whatever, they section me. It's ridiculous. So I'm actually talking to you now from a hospital, mental hospital in Basden, UK. But I'm informal. Unfortunately, I was a bit of a silly boy in Pathlight. All apologies. I graffitied all over the walls thinking that my website was a be-all and end-all. It was a good website, but it ain't the be-all and end-all. Graffitied over the window, got in trouble with what I thought was a bully, but he was only not approving of my stuff. So sorry, Smiley. Sorry, Unc TC. Sorry, Geordie. Sorry, Birdie. I've got a lot of apologies to do. But then I went down the bomb as well. So there you have it. I think I've basically covered most of it, but I've done a book, My Visit to the Planet Madness. I'd done it 7 years ago, and I'm going to update it, edit it, because boy oh boy have I got lots of stuff to tell. So, it's over and out for me with my greeting. My greeting is unity, peace, love. And that's what it's all about. And if only we could get that, it'd be a far, far better world. Toodle pip.